Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City. And, my job is with my team is to give you the best return on investment possible in a rental home. And there's a lot of steps in that. And there's a lot of third parties that come in with us. But again, I want to talk about, property management. And I had a recent situation that, it's a little bit crazy. We sold this home. In a neighborhood with we have two property managers, one very small, one pretty good size, both outstanding. And, they already, even before they closed, they had a renter that was ready to move in literally the day of closing at $1,575 a month, perfectly vetted, $1.07 a square foot, which is pretty high, for residential single-family real estate right now, because it was in January. And January is not a very powerful month in terms of rents. But yet they rejected it. And the reason why they rejected it is mainly because they didn't want to pay. They wanted something that was somebody that find the cheapest possible property manager they could. So they turned down a sure thing with a proven property manager at a maximum rate. And of course, what she did is took one of our other investor homes that we were closing and put them into there. And while it's the other home, it's still vacant. So the idea is don't go cheap when it comes to a property manager. Go with reputation. Give you another example. We have our large property manager, and in April of 2020, when COVID was an absolute reality and we were very, very concerned about people losing their jobs, not being able to pay their rent, and we were going, oh my God, are we going to have evictions like crazy? And what's happened in April of 2020 to February of 2023, we've had one eviction, just one. That's what a good property manager does for you. They vet the person out properly, and also, cheap can be bad if somebody comes in there that's a bad renter and they do $3,000 worth of damage. So, what's 3% less in terms of your property management fee if you don't get good people in there? So, it's a question of quality. It's a question of reputation. It's a question of how they vet people out properly, how they check up on that property constantly to make sure that they're taking care of it, that the maintenance is there, that the lawn is mowed, that they're not people that are going to have to be evicted, that they're educated if they do have a problem to talk to the property manager first. But this is the way that we do business. We don't do business on the cheap, and we're not going to do business on the cheap. And if that's what you want, then you need to find somebody else, because we don't want our reputation sullied with the builders that we deal with when people come in and destroy their properties and don't take care of it. We don't want that for you, because we know the cost of cheap, because cheap is not cheap. It can be very expensive. So in terms of wherever you are choosing a property manager, you need stats from them. You need details from them. You need an education experience about what they have and what they do and how they vet out and what their statistics are on evictions. These are things that are extremely important to you, because you don't want to have those problems, because otherwise your investment's really out the window. And believe me, I've seen $3,000 damage. I've seen $15,000 worth of damage. It's not something that you want to experience in your rental property. Choose the best property manager you can find. We'll help you do it if you're investing in Oklahoma City or Tulsa.